Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Jenny English. In tonight's news, gasoline prices are declining across the country. Amazon announced yesterday they will be bringing 5,000 new jobs to Middle Tennessee. The Tullahoma Wildcats move on to the quarterfinals of the TSSAA playoffs and will bring you more from Veterans Day events around the area. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Have you heard the news? Russell Barnett Automotive Family has launched its new website, russellbarnett.com. Very user-friendly. Over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Online credit applications, hometown auto rental, customer testimonials, trade appraisals, certified collision center, service department scheduling. Too many reasons to mention why I keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. National gas prices have dropped 21 cents a gallon in the past month, and state gas price averages are as much as 12 cents cheaper a gallon on the week in more than two-thirds of the country. As demand drops and the end of refinery maintenance season wraps up, the national gas price average is $2.70. That price is 6 cents less than last week, 21 cents less than last month, and just 14 cents more than last year. In fact, the year-over-year price differential has not been this small since early January. AAA spokesperson Janet Castellano said, quote, prices could plunge even lower, especially if we see a surge in gasoline production after refiners fully restart units from the fall maintenance season. Also driving down prices is the fact that crude oil is selling for under $65 a barrel, which is a rare sight this year.
Today, 41% of gas stations nationwide are selling unleaded gasoline for $2.50 or less. In comparison, the majority of gas stations were selling gas for $2.51 or more at the start of summer during the Memorial Day holiday weekend. The nation's top 10 least expensive markets, all selling gas for under $2.45 per gallon, are Delaware, Missouri, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Ohio, Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and Arkansas. In Ohio, gas has dropped by 12 cents a gallon in the past week. In Tennessee, the average gas price is $2.47 a gallon.
In a historic day for Tennessee, Amazon announced Tuesday it will invest $230 million in Nashville and create 5,000 new jobs. From a job standpoint, Amazon's new Nashville Center of Operational Excellence will be the largest economic development project in Tennessee history. Governor Bill Haslam said, quote, this is a game changer for Tennessee. The ripple effect of Amazon's decision to invest $230 million in our state and create 5,000 high-paying jobs in downtown Nashville will be felt for years to come. Amazon has spent the past year searching the nation for the best possible locations to expand, and it chose Tennessee because of our business-friendly policies, low taxes, and skilled workforce. I thank Amazon for its continued investment in Tennessee, end quote.
Let's watch now as Mary Scott from the Daughters of the American Revolution addresses the crowd gathered at South Jackson Civic Center on Monday for the Tullahoma Veterans Day ceremonies.
Good morning. I'm Mary Ann Scott, and today I'm representing two women's organizations, the National Society, Daughters of the American Revolution, and the General Federation of Women's Clubs. For over 125 years, these two organizations have served their communities, including honoring and thanking veterans, both men and women. But sometimes the women don't get the recognition they deserve. I feel it's appropriate to read a poem about women written by a woman. Side by Side by Jennifer L. Best, Specialist, U.S. Army, serving in the Republic of South Korea. Women have fought, women have died, women have served and served with pride. From the Revolutionary War and yet still today, women stand side by side with men in uniform and say that they will support and defend the Constitution of the United States proudly in the air, on land, and sea. They will continue to fight for our freedom, wherever that may be. Their dedication to duty reflected their selfless service was so true. From private to general, these women did and still do. So be thankful for these women, past and serving still today. Be thankful that they gave so much, and include them when you pray. Thank you.
Stay with us. More News Leader on 6 is coming up right after this.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family has launched its new Owner Advantage program. It starts as simple as your first year's maintenance is included with the purchase. We have 1 year, 3 year, 5 year plans available. Car detailing, car rental, collision repair. Stop by one of our 5 locations and let one of our certified sales staff tell you all about it. The Russell Barnett Automotive Family Advantage program. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Welcome back. Tullahoma American Legion Post 43 had 2 of the area's oldest veterans at their Veterans Day event on Sunday. In this video clip, Post Commander General Alan Harris introduces Thomas Gwynn and David Lowhorn.
You may ask why I have these 2 singled out facing your direction, kind of like fish in a bowl. So I'm going to tell you why. These 2 gentlemen, and there is actually a 3rd gentleman from this area, from Tullahoma, are World War II veterans. They are 99 years old this year, as is the American Legion. The American Legion is 99 this year. So all of these folks will turn 100 next year when the American Legion turns 100. And so I wanted them, and this is a special occasion because it's a centennial of the ending of World War I, the signing of the armistice. Okay? So I'm going to go age before beauty.
My birthday will be
I know. So the oldest is David Lowhorn. David Lowhorn was born in February of 1919. Is that February 1919? Okay. He was born in Winchester Springs. He was one of 12 children. Lost your oldest brother when he was 18. You served in the Navy with 3 of your brothers. I believe that's correct. All 4 of you served in the Navy in World War II, and all 4 of you came back safe and sound. And you shared with me the other day a little story about bumping into your brother, I think Sherman, in San Diego. Oakland. Sorry about that. Anyway, you were out there and had just arrived and had just bailed out of a taxi cab, I believe.
No, bus.
Bus, taxi. Strike 2, I get 1 more strike. Just bailed off the bus, having finished basic training, and you bailed out of the bus and you looked down the street and saw your brother just happened to be walking in your direction. If the bus had been 1 minute earlier or 1 minute later, y'all would have never bumped into each other. So Mr. Lowhorn is the oldest of our veterans here. I believe, is anybody older than 99? Gonna turn 100 next month. Okay, I've got that right. The younger of the two is Mr. Thomas Gwynn. Yeah, it's been a long time since you've been called a youngster.
You got it.
The younger of the two, Thomas Gwynn, was born in Somerville, Tennessee, or near Somerville, in June of 1919. And he enlisted in the Army in 1940. And if you know your military history, or you know history, you know that Pearl Harbor was attacked on December 7th, 1941. So Mr. Gwynn enlisted in the military before the country was involved in World War II. But you knew it was coming.
They didn't want me.
They didn't want you, but you got in anyway. Still don't want you, I guess. Enlisted in 1940, joined the Rangers. And anybody that knows what a ranger is knows that it's very difficult and very dangerous work. You got your ranger training at Camp Blanding, Florida. And served overseas in the European theater and was battlefield commissioned in 1944. And do you want to tell me, or tell the group here, who pinned your gold bars on?
Who gave you the gold bars? Who put the bars on your shoulder?
Oh, Jim Bradley.
Omar Bradley. Omar Bradley awarded the Battlefield Commission of Second Lieutenant.
He was a soldier general. I was a soldier officer. He pulled off the front line. Had no food up there 2 days. On his back, from his buck, I lay down. Next morning, I thought it'd be court martial. Pulled off the line. But I knew what it was for. And you know what? 7 o'clock the next morning, no pressure, no food in my stomach. I didn't wake up the next morning. December 4th, 1944. Old Sergeant come in and said, Sergeant Gwynn, yeah. General Brad and General Hogg want you out here. Uh-oh. But I said, they I can't do it now. They suit me. And Lieutenant Gwynn, I never heard that word before. I was running down beside a friend. I had them all run out. And then when I got them all run out in the building, Holiday in Germany, first lieutenant. I come home, first lieutenant, while watching. God's word said, Jesus said, John 15:13, raise above, and no one did, and to lay down your life for your friend. That's what we do. We lay our life down for our friend. For all of us.
Thank you. Now that's not all.
When they do that, that's the divine love.
Divine love.
John 15:13. I went by the, I asked the Holy Spirit to be with me and pray. He said that ain't the way it goes. You be with me, and I show you how great things I can do. See, I have to be with him. He will be with me. He with me, he don't die right there. He brought me home 2 times. While I did World War II, the reason why I had to go to Korea. Come off on the front line, that's called me either Rangers or lead the army in Korea. September 20th, 1944, no, 1950.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten around to that yet, but his thanks for serving in the World War II was he was called to active duty again in 1950 to serve in Korea.
And more news is coming up in just a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Let's watch now as the THS Aristocats perform at the Tullahoma Veterans Day service held at South Jackson Civic Center.
We'll be right back in a moment.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Wildcats advanced to the quarterfinals of the TSSAA playoffs last Friday night with a 16-14 win over Marshall County. John Gray spoke with head coach John Olive about this week's opponent.
And this next week, we're in the quarterfinals, and we will be going back to Maplewood.
That is correct.
And give us a little rundown there on what you see and what you're thinking.
Well, we were at Maplewood just a couple of weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Week 11, and got beat 14-6. We actually got beat worse than the score. Our defense played really, really well, kept us in the ball game. Offensively, we struggled because we couldn't block their defensive front.
Right, big. They're very, very good sized young men.
They're big, they're strong, they're seniors. And we're starting one senior in the offensive line, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen right now.
Right.
And,
big difference.
Big difference. So from that standpoint, we've got our hands full. All right, we've got to be able to come up with a way to take some pressure off our defense, eat some time off the clock, shorten the game down, and then have our defense make some big plays, maybe score some themselves, like last night, and then we got a chance. We got a chance to come back home and host a state semifinal game here.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something.
That's never happened.
1987 is the last time Tullahoma was in the semifinals, and that was at Jeff County. 1979, Tullahoma was in the semifinals against Oak Ridge. Now, that one may have been here. I don't know.
I don't think so.
That was way before my time, but I do know that Tullahoma played Oak Ridge in the state semifinals in '79. All right, at least I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah.
And so 2010, team went to the quarterfinals, got beat over at Columbia by the eventual state champion. In fact, in all 3 of those situations, 1979, Oak Ridge will be state champions. 1987, Jeff County will be state champions. And in 2010, Columbia was state champions. And so
we're back in rare air.
We're back in rare air, and which is an amazing accomplishment for these young men. You go back that these young men survived through 2 winless seasons, their freshman year and their sophomore year on the varsity level. Now on the freshman level, they were pretty good. They played in the Lions Bowl, so forth. But a good number of these played on Friday nights as well. And for the ones that have stayed and battled and worked their tails off, I mean, I can't tell you how much stronger we are today. Marshall County is a very physical football team, and they're a pretty good sized football team. But there are times last night we were manhandling them.
Oh.
And
like I said,
Coach Osteen, when he talked to me after the game there, he said, that's just amazing that y'all, his quote, that you all were able to win minus your 2 best football players. To be able to play high school athletics, for the most part, you've got to keep constantly working to make your body faster, stronger, quicker. And if you'll get those 3 things done, it's amazing what happens on the field of competition. We look forward to going to Maplewood. Ball game a bit, 7 p.m. We had more fans than they did in the rain up there a couple of weeks ago.
It's supposed to be pretty on Friday. Maybe even the temperature up just a little bit.
Yeah, so it'll be cool. Get dressed, bring your blankets, bring those little space heaters that I see at ball games nowadays, and
Seemed like
Let's
everybody
come
up
see
there
whether
last
we can
night.
battle them and see what we can do.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a shepherd mix named Alice. She's approximately 1 year old and entered the shelter as a stray. Alice is up to date on her vaccinations, heartworm negative, and on Triflexis. She will receive a free spay with the $10 adoption fee. Alice is great with other dogs and children. Be sure to check out the shelter on Facebook for information about upcoming events and fundraisers. Remember, you can help support your local shelter by adopting, donating, or volunteering. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Dewey. Dewey is a Bull Terrier Lab mix who is in urgent need of a good home as he has been at the shelter for many months. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Their hours of operation are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Saturday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society, P.O. Box 252 in Manchester, that's 37349. Their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com. Hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1964 at 78 degrees. The record low was in 1940 at 14 degrees. The average high on this day is 61 and the average low is 39. Cloudy and cold weather in the forecast for tonight with a low of 28. Partly sunny weather in the forecast for Friday with a high of 53 and a low of 33. And mostly sunny weather for Saturday with a high of 59 and a low of 38. And that's our news leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Good night.